I was born and raised in Tokyo, and I've lived in Japan all my life. My programs are based on my personal experience and from a local's point of view. So if you're interested in enjoying Japan like the Japanese people do, then this program is for you. Hi, I'm Tokyo Joe, and welcome to the Tokyo Joe Show. In this episode, we'll look at where you can find restrooms when you're out sightseeing in Japan. When traveling abroad, finding a restroom is a major concern of mine. Perhaps it's a concern for you as well. Living in Japan, I know exactly where to find restrooms when I'm on the road. So let me explain to you the restroom situation in Japan, and I'll show you where to look for restrooms when you're on the road. If you're taking the train or the subway to get around, the most reliable restrooms are located inside the station. They're relatively clean, and some are equipped with a bidet, a baby seat, and other amenities. If you're not taking the train or the subway, but wish to use the restrooms at the station, you'll have to check with the station staff at the counter by the ticket gate. Restrooms at stations are often located inside the ticket gates, so normally you need a ticket to get in. If you ask the station staff to use their restroom, they should let you in without a ticket. Don't forget to exit through the same gate that you entered and to thank the staff on your way out. Many people in Japan rely on convenience stores for restrooms. There are around 60,000 convenience stores in Japan, and around 8,000 of them are in Tokyo. So the chances are high that you'll find a convenience store nearby. Since the restrooms are for customers only, you are expected to make a purchase. So I usually buy a bottle of water on my way out. Some convenience stores have signs that say, "Please ask before using the toilet." Whether there's a sign or not, it's always good to let the store staff know before you move on to the restroom. There are also convenience stores that don't offer toilets for customers. So if that's the case, you'll just have to check before another convenience store nearby. Restrooms at stations and convenience stores are clean most of the time, but there are exceptions depending on the location. For example, stations or convenience stores in busy and crowded areas are sometimes not so clean. If you prefer to use a clean and pleasant restroom, I recommend the restrooms inside department stores and shopping malls. Restrooms at department stores are very clean. They have cleaning staff checking in every hour to make sure the restrooms are kept always clean. The restrooms are open to everyone, and you're free to use them. I highly recommend restrooms at fine department stores such as Isetan, Mitsukoshi, and Takashimaya. They are great stores to visit, and their restrooms are very nice. Shopping malls also have restrooms that are clean and useful. They're ideal, especially if you're with small children. Some have small-sized toilets for children, nursing rooms, and diaper changing tables. So whenever you are in major shopping district, look out for department stores or shopping malls to find clean and comfortable restrooms. Whenever you're away from the urban areas, out at public parks or outdoor tourist spots, it's good to look for standalone public restrooms. Standalone public restrooms are typically run by local administrators. They can be found in various places throughout the country. There are new and clean public restrooms, but also ones that are old and run down. It's likely that you'll find toilet paper, but I recommend that you bring your own just in case. There are also public restrooms that are unique and futuristic. Some are so unique that the public restrooms themselves have become popular tourist attractions. There's a group of 17 public restrooms in the city of Shibuya called the Tokyo Toilet. The 17 restrooms were designed by 16 outstanding architects and designers. This one is my favorite Tokyo Toilet. The sphere-shaped structure is really cool. From opening the door to flushing the toilet, everything is activated by voice command. I'll be posting a separate video about the Tokyo Toilet where I'll be taking you on a virtual tour of all 17 Tokyo toilets. So if you're interested, please check it out. I'll leave the link in the description box below. Coffee shops and fast food venues are also a good option for restrooms. They'll definitely have restrooms for customers. You can also count on public buildings and facilities such as city halls, public offices, community centers, and museums for restrooms. The restrooms that I've covered in this episode are actually the restrooms I use when I'm out wandering around in Tokyo, and the tips also apply to most cities in Japan. Here are some additional information that are good to know. I've never heard of a restroom in Japan that charge fees or require any kind of tipping, so don't worry about paying or tipping. But when you're using restrooms that are for customers, please try to purchase something. You might encounter a traditional Japanese-style toilet. Some people call it a squatting toilet because you need to bend your knees and squat. It's uncomfortable and troublesome if you're not used to using them. So I definitely recommend sticking to the Western style toilets. But in case there's no other option, here's a simple instruction showing you how to use a Japanese style toilet. Many public restrooms have multi-purpose restrooms, often called the universal toilets. The multi-purpose restrooms are wheelchair friendly, and you might wonder if you're allowed to use them. Yes, in most cases, anyone can use them. But please be mindful that people with disabilities, seniors, parents with small children or babies, and anyone who has difficulty using the general restrooms have priority access. There are multi-purpose toilets that come with a baby bed and even a stepping board for changing clothes. Many restrooms in Japan are equipped with remote-controlled high-tech toilets like bidet toilets with adjustable water pressure, heated seats, and drying functions. It's a little tricky to operate, so if you're not used to using them, here are 4 simple steps to follow. Step 1. First, get seated. Don't push the buttons until you're seated, or you'll be spraying water all over the place. Step 2. Push the spray button to spray. Also, push the pressure control button to set your desired spraying pressure. Step 3. Push the stop button to stop spraying. Step 4. Push the flush button to flush. The method of flushing may differ depending on the toilet. There are high-tech toilets that flush automatically, and there are ones with the typical handle flush. So there you go! I hope this episode gave you some insight into the restroom situation in Japan. Now you can travel around Japan without having to worry each time nature calls. Before I let you go, here's a mini Japanese lesson. The word toilet in Japanese is pronounced toire. It's easy. All you need to do is to drop the final T from the word toilet and say toire. So if you're searching for a restroom, ask someone for a toire. I'm sure they'll show you the way. Thank you for watching the Tokyo Joe Show. I hope my videos can make your Japan experience even more fun and exciting. I'm Tokyo Joe, and I look forward to seeing you in my next episode. And until then, mata ne!